Hey guys, it's me again. So if you watched my last video, I told you that I was gonna make a video on dating advice. I was gonna write a whole list down saying this is the whole bunch of subjects to talk about. I didn't get to that because I have been very busy lately and I'm getting sick. If you can hear it in my voice, it's there. So I am home alone tonight. My parents are actually on the way back home from a 5-hour drive. Yeah, and it's almost like 10 o'clock. Well, maybe not quite there, but whatever. And I just got done washing my face in hopes that I could possibly fall asleep. That was not a successful task. I can't sleep, so I thought I would just make this now without any subjects to talk about. So I don't know where to start with this video. My friend and her boyfriend just broke up, so I will start from there. He asked me what he should get her for Christmas. Now, for my dating advice, you cannot get your girlfriend or boyfriend something if you have been going out for less than a month or 2. They had been only going out for 3 or 2 weeks when he asked me. I have no idea. I think it was maybe 2 weeks. And so I was about to tell him no. You have not been going out that long. It's not acceptable to get her anything. You guys, you guys aren't even in love. We don't even know what that word is anymore because it's used so loosely nowadays that it lost its meaning to me. Like, if a boy came up to me and said, "I love you," I'm just gonna be like, yeah, whatever. It just totally lost its meaning. Like, Brian, that's the name of her ex-boyfriend, he was like, "I love her so much," and it's like, no, you don't. He said it 2 hours after they started dating. You do not say, "I love you," after 2 hours of dating. You say it when you actually feel about a person like you've never felt this way before about anyone. Like, with my ex-boyfriend, I have a boyfriend now, but with my ex-boyfriend, I had never had those feelings before for a guy. So, and he said that he had never had these feelings for a girl before, and we had been going out for 6 months, and we started saying that. It probably wasn't, I'm not gonna lie, but to what it seemed like at the time, it did seem like love. Probably wasn't, because we are only 14, 15, and 16-year-olds talking here, and we have not even been out in the real world. So, what do we know about that word? So the first thing I have in advice is, if you plan on getting your girlfriend or boyfriend a present, it has to be more than a month or 2. Or it has to be somewhere between a month or 2 that you can get them something, because at least your relationship has lasted that long to where if you get them something, they're not gonna break up with you. Because 3 weeks is not even acceptable. Like, you could break up the next day, but if it's a month or 2 or even 3 months, it's we've lasted this long. I mean, we could possibly last for even longer, so it's acceptable to get her a gift. And he was gonna get her this diamond crusted necklace with "I love you" in the back. I don't know. That's a nasty word, encrusted. Ugh. It's a bad word. Encrusted? Ugh. Nasty. And then my second word of advice is, if you plan on saying that "I love you" to your boyfriend or girlfriend, make sure that you're gonna absolutely mean it. You have never had those feelings for a guy or a girl before. This is totally new feelings to you about anyone, and you actually do think it could be love. Don't say it 2 hours into your relationship on the first day. No. No. I got so mad about that. She was like, "He told me he loved me." I was like, okay, we do not know what that word is anymore. People don't even use it for the right meaning. It's it just totally lost it. It's like love used to be this pure word, and now it's just totally dirt. It's just, I don't know. And cheating. Okay. Here's a couple. I'm not saying that this is like scientifically proven or that you should take my advice or whatever. This is like my own advice that I actually listen to myself sometimes. But generally when a boy is cheating on a girl, they can be distant. They don't really text you as much as often. It's just, I don't know, there's so many different ways to think that they're cheating on you, but really, in most cases, they're not. They usually just have things going on in their lives. Like, they're not texting you because they're having a bad day and they'd rather not talk to anyone. They're not cheating on you, or you think that, oh my god, he's cheating on me because he talked to another girl. That girl could very well be his cousin, his sister, or his best friend from, like, kindergarten. So you can't just, like, assume these things. When a girl is cheating on you, I have never cheated. I find that cheating is the worst thing ever. I do not get why people have to cheat. A relationship isn't a test, so why cheat? That quote, I know that you've heard it off of Facebook, you've heard it off of this and that, but I usually carry that quote around with me just to remind myself it's not worth cheating. It's not worth it. Cheating's not worth it. I have been cheated on before. And the first time I was cheated on, I didn't know it. I was naive, young, and stupid. And it was my first boyfriend ever. And I thought we were going to be together forever. Well, tell you the truth, he was not, no. And we did say I love you. And it was not, we were young and stupid. And I don't even know why I said it back to him. Like, the whole time, I was like, I should not have said this to you, because I don't think I mean it. I don't even know what that means. I just like you a lot. I did not tell him that, though. Let's see. Another, I don't know. Girls, we have our own secret language. And if you have seen Baby Daddy, this is where I got it from. And this is where I realized, oh my god, this is true. Us girls have our own secret language that boys have to start learning to speak. And it is called girl. When a girl tells you to do something and you refuse to do it, but she's like, okay, you can go ahead and do it, that means get your lazy ass off the couch and get ready. We're going out the door in like 20 minutes. So here's an example from Baby Daddy. I'll give you two. One from Baby Daddy and one from me. Baby Daddy, love that show. Just thought I'd add that in there. Riley, oh my god. Danny was on the couch watching a hockey game, and his girlfriend Amy walked in the door, said that he wasn't ready, and she's like, why aren't you ready? Of course. And he's like, I don't know, what are we doing? And she's like, we're gonna go meet my sister for lunch. And he's like, okay, well, after this quarter. And she's like, you know what, Danny, if you don't want to go, you don't have to go. Now, that code that's the line that I used before. That means get your lazy ass off the couch and go get ready. You don't just sit there and think the girl is being serious. We have like this whole secret language because we can't like tell you our feelings or you're going to think we're being too pushy. We cannot just not tell you our feelings because then you'd be like, well, why didn't you tell me this in the first place? So we came up with our own secret language that you guys need to start learning to speak. When we say something, we generally mean the opposite. There's like the key hints right there. So if we say no, you don't have to go, we mean no, you're going right now whether you like it or not. You better get down with this because you're going to have to learn this later on in the future if you haven't already. Girl, speak it, learn it, and love it. Do you like my rotator thing? It's like, woo! You totally just saw my house. Let's see. So that's girl. That language is girl. I was gonna give you another example, but I don't have another example. It's just means the opposite of what we say. Oh boy, 10 minutes into this video, and I've only gotten like 4 advices in here. I got a feeling this is gonna be a long video. I'm sorry. I hope this isn't boring you. I hope it's helping you. Don't mock my face, demons. I know. This one, I don't even know where this came from, but these 2 are like scars or whatever, so don't make fun of me. And these ones are starting to go away. Ooh. Shake. Oh, I gotta think of more advice. Okay. First dates. Well, it's generally the boy asks out the girl. It's gentlemanlike, and girls love it. Girls always like a gentleman. They don't expect flowers. Some of us do. I'm really that type of person where I don't want anything. I don't expect you to buy me anything. I just want you there for me. I just want to know you're there. And that's how most girls are. They don't need necklaces. They don't need rings. They don't, unless they're like 27 years old and they're expecting like a promise ring on their finger and to be married soon. It's like normal. It's like you're almost 30. I want to get hitched. Hitched. But when girls are so young, and I'm talking about teenage years, us girls, some of us will, there's some rich bitches out there that do like these things, even though they may have a whole bunch of these things. But most girls are simple. And those are the girls that will generally make you happy. They are the girls that do not need things. Like I already explained this to you. Like rings, necklaces, tiaras, clothes, and boots, and shoes, and everything else. I'm one of those girls. And honestly, the simple ones, they just want to know that someone's there. I have been through a lot in my life, and I can't stand to know that I might be alone again. I am on pills to make me happy, and I have a feeling that if I stop taking those, and I'm ever lonely again, I'm gonna be right back down the same road again. And my ex-boyfriend, he was more like a counselor than anything. He was always there for me. And girls, that's probably like the best feeling, knowing that they have a shoulder to cry on, that they have someone to lean on, that someone won't cheat on them, that they actually like them, like they're not pretending, they're not just going after this because of a dare. It's not like when you're far away, because I was in a long distance relationship for a while there, but he always came up and visited me. Yes, he was up here, but then he moved away. We tried a long-distance relationship, and he was up here frequently, I could say. Not frequently, but he was up here. It worked for a while, but then I realized it didn't. And that's going to lead into my next advice, is long-distance relationships. But for right now, I don't quite know what to say about girls. We're all pretty different. Everyone's like, girls are the same way. In a lot of ways, yes, we are. But in a lot of ways, we're different. You can't expect your new girlfriend to be like your last. You have to make her happy. If you don't make her happy, you're going to have to live in hell for a long, long time, and your relationship's not going to last that long. If your last girlfriend was one of those people where they expected you to open the door for them, to drive them everywhere, to buy them everything, and you did, and your next girlfriend is not like that at all, and you start doing that for her, she's gonna stop you right in your tracks and be like, look, this is nice, but I'm really not that way. I feel bad for all these gifts that you're giving me, and I need you to stop. Thank you for the gesture, but no. I just want you here. And that's exactly how I am. In my last relationship for the 6 months, I think I just got like a pair of earrings that his grandma made me. I didn't ask for them, and they weren't even expensive. His grandma made them for me. It was like, oh, thank you. I think that's all I ever got. So, and I felt guilty. I was like, your grandma made this for me? Oh my god, thank you. But she didn't have to. So, yeah, don't expect your last girlfriend to be like your first. And girls, if your boyfriend last time was one of those jerks who was a womanizer, slept with all the girls, got all the girls, you know exactly who he's been with, who he kissed, who he drove home. Because, girls, if we like someone, we're going to be stalking your Facebook profile. Just to let you know. We're looking at your pictures and at all your statuses. Some of us won't. I'm just saying, some of us will. We're weird that way. Don't judge us. This is just how our womanhood are. Us girls, our womanhood we didn't choose our womanhood. It chose us. We give up our souls, like Jenna Marbles says. But girls, like I was saying before, if your boyfriend was the bad boy and your new boyfriend is the boy that you never really hear about, don't expect him to be like the last. If you hear things about him, they're probably just rumors. You really don't know. You really, if people are trying to say don't go out with him, he's bad, he's not the right person for you, the only way you're ever gonna find out is if that's true, is if you take a risk and go for him. And if it turns out that he's not the guy you thought he was, break up with him. At least you took a risk, and you know that if you didn't take that risk, it could have been more. You wouldn't have known. But now that you took that risk, you realize, oh, this really could have just went down the wrong path, and I decided to break up with him. Or you took that risk and realized that you're in the best relationship of your life, and you could be high school sweethearts. My friends are all, not just my friends, people were constantly saying that this guy is, he's just not the best. Watch out, you're warned. And most people thought that I didn't take that warning to heart. Yes, I did. I watched my back, and after going out with him, I realized that maybe he's not the guy that everyone thought he was. And I'm actually pretty happy. I am not gonna lie, I'm pretty happy. And for long distance relationships, my friend, I'm not gonna name her or him, but it, as I'm gonna say, because I'm scared that if she finds this video, she's gonna yell at me, so we're gonna call, ooh, I just gave her away. Sorry, girl. But, anyway, it's not just her. There's, a whole bunch of girls in my school, so I'm just gonna go after all of them. Not go after them, but, indicate them. They will go on Omegle, they will go on Chat Roulette, or just chat rooms, and meet boys. Or sometimes people will get their Snapchats, and they will sit there and talk to them. Pretty soon, they will start to like each other, and they realize that this guy lives in Florida, and this girl lives in New York. Never met before, never been to New York before, or has never been to Florida, never met. Just never met before, just only online. They start to go out. That's not the kind of long-distance relationship that I am okay with. Yes, I have been in one of those before, when I was really, really young and really, really stupid. I can't even remember the last, oh god, I had to been, no idea how old I was. I'm not even gonna go back there, because it's the past, and I live in the present and live for the future. Which could get me in a lot of trouble, because that's probably, my main problem. But anyway, the long-distance relationship that I am talking about is the person that you have met before. He or she has been at your school or moved to your school, and you guys have had a relationship for more than 3 months together. But then that one person decides that they have to move away. Let me tell you, it's going to be really hard. I lost my best friend, my boyfriend, and my counselor. during, I think it was like 2 or 3 months into our relationship, we had a talk saying, are we just boyfriend and girlfriend, or are we best friends and boyfriend and girlfriend? I said, well, I tell you things that I have not even told my sister. She's like my best friend, but we're so close that we're like sisters. And he's like, really? I'm like, yeah. I would like to consider you as my best friend, because honestly, you're one of the best friends I've ever had. And he's like, same with you. I tell you things that I have never told anyone else. And I think that love is something that should not be said right away. You say it to someone that you think you could grow old with, that you think about them constantly, you think about your future children, you will actually plan children. You actually name children, you think about what they're going to look like, you think of them running, like you're sitting there talking on the phone, and you just sit there and say, just think about our child running up to you with blonde curls, with big cheeks, blue eyes, with a camel little sweatshirt on, and she runs up to you and you pick her up and she lays her head on your shoulder. You start thinking about things like that. You know you're young, which I think, yes, it might be inappropriate for most people's age. But you have to admit, you never stop thinking about your future. Your future is what you make it. You are constantly thinking about how you can change or make your future. And most people are different. Some people think, well, that's inappropriate. You're only this age and that age. You should not be thinking about kids. It's not like we're thinking about having them at this age. We're thinking about getting married first, thinking about going to college together before it's even happened. We're thinking about this and that, like high school sweethearts. We're thinking about after high school, staying together till after high school and then see where it goes from there. I'm not saying that this is what me and my boyfriend did, but we did. I am opening up to you guys. I am hoping you like this video, that it's not too long, that you take my advice to heart. Please don't use the L word right away. When you actually think, or you think you know, that you love the person, you don't just like them. Like, you are so past liking them that your feelings are just, here's the like bar, and your just feelings are way up here. It's that way. That's all I can say about love. I don't even know what the word is. I plan on moving far, far away from this place. I can't wait to see this in my rearview mirror. I plan on meeting someone where I plan on moving. Like my boyfriend now, it would be nice, yes, but I don't know, we're not that serious right now, so I'm thinking it's not going to last that long. That's why I'm not getting too head over heels. The long distance relationships. Back to like my other subject. This is like all leading into like one thing. If you think you love that person, like all the feelings that I just got done describing, and they move away, and you want to try that relationship, don't try it unless you think it's going to work. Don't try it unless you have denial and everything else over it. Like you think, oh yeah, this is not going to last that long. No. You are full-hearted, your soul, and you're compassionate into that relationship. Everything you have is in that relationship. Only way it's ever going to make it work. Yes, you are going to get into fights. And sometimes those fights may break you up. And sometimes when you get into fights, it's just a fight. And you don't break up. And that generally means that you guys like or love each other so much that you can't live without each other. You can't live without knowing that that person is going to be there thinking about you and just knowing that they're there. And you have to at least have met the person to be in a long-distance relationship. And if you know that they're going to be coming back up to visit family and to visit you, go for it. At least you'd see them. It may not be as much as you'd hoped, but like I said before, you can't know unless you take the risk. I took the risk, and I was happy for a while until I don't even know what we broke up for. It's just, I don't know. I think that we got into a really, really big fight. I regret this. I really, really do. We got into a really, really big fight. And I told him that you know nothing about me. That I have kept a big secret from you that I have never told anyone, and I plan on to never tell anyone. It was out of anger. He was like making fun of my problems. He was saying that his problems are way worse than mine when he don't know how I feel about them. Everyone takes their problems differently. And it's not your place to say this is how you should feel, or this is why do you feel this way. Oh, this is not that big of a deal, so don't get all babyish about it. No. It's how you feel about your problems. Only you. And he was crossing over that line. And I didn't say anything to him about his problems because I knew that he must feel horrible about his. And so I told him that. And we broke up. When really, he knew everything about me. I gave him my heart. And he says that he gave me his. But a lot of times, I couldn't trust him. And what is a relationship if you can't have trust? He was a bad boy. He was a player, and he did a lot of things. And now I'm thinking that my current relationship is like my last. I can't think that way anymore. All these things I am telling you right now, like this past advice and the advice I'm about to give you, I have experienced. So don't think that I am just this little girl who doesn't know what I'm talking about, has not even experienced it, so how would you know? I only give advice when I know what it feels like. My friends always come up and ask me some questions that I never experienced. Like, they're like, this and that happened, and I'm like, I can't say anything because he was never like that, so I don't know what to say to you. He was different. So I can't handle your relationship like I handled mine. So I might be messing up my current relationship from thinking that it's like the last. Rumors were going around that he did this and that with girls and that he paid them to do this and that with him. I had a talk with him, and he looked straight into my eyes without blinking, and he was serious about it. He said that's the biggest lie ever. It's bullshit. Don't listen to it. I don't know if he's telling the truth, but from the impression that I got from him, I trusted him. And I believe him. He gave me no other excuse not to believe him. And I guess if you can't trust the person you're with, there's no point in trying anymore. If there's always time for trying, yes. But if it has gotten so bad that you keep texting him saying, where are you at, where are you at, where are you at? Are you at a party? Don't look at her like this. If you look at her like this, then it's just like you are just like, he tells you that he saw a pretty girl at a party, and you're like, oh, so you like her now? Fine, go ahead and be with her. And you just like get so snap like that at him or her, and you're just like, I can't deal with this anymore. That's the time to sit down and talk through it, or it's the time to just take a break. I'm not saying break up. I can never put that heartbreak on anyone. Like someone said to me before, it's hard to fall in love, but it's hell to fall out of it. And I can honestly tell you that it's true. I didn't get over him for the longest time. I tried going out with someone after him, but it felt more like a rebound. And I couldn't put that person through it. I broke up with him. But he really liked me and thought I liked him. A part of me did, but a part of me really missed my old boyfriend. I'm probably going to get a lot of comments saying, why is this video so long? No one cares about your problems. You're such a slut for doing this. And this and that, just like trying to knock me down. It ain't going to work, so don't waste your breath. Don't waste your finger strength. Because I know what I am, and I know what I'm not. And it took me forever to realize this. So, that boy was trying his very hardest to get me back. He's like, I have never felt this way about a girl before. He never said I loved you, either. We didn't even say it once. He's like, I've never felt this way about a girl before. I like you a lot. Please give me one more chance. And at that point, I really didn't think of him as a rebound. I thought, I will give him a chance. I won't think of him as a rebound anymore, and I'll just think of him as some boy that I could restart this whole thing with. It didn't work out. It was really hard, because I think I fall for the bad guys. Like, I don't deserve them. Like, I could do way better than people tell me. But I think that I am so far below the level of worth it that I don't really go for all the good guys. I just go for the crappy ones. I know that there are a lot. I'm not the only one that does it. I know that there are a lot of girls out there that do it. I'm still doing it. I don't know if he's right for me, but from what I can tell, he might be. I'm not saying I'm in love with him. That's ridiculous. But I'm saying that he could possibly be another Christian. I could be in another relationship like that, where I can trust him, but yet I can't trust him. Like, you're going to always have those issues in a relationship. There's never going to be a moment where you're not. You're always wondering, is he cheating on me, or is she cheating on me? And in reality, it's almost never not that. Like, I don't know how to tell you guys, like, how I'm feeling. Like, I'm trying my best. Like, when I got cheated on the first time, I had no idea. I've gotten cheated on lots of times, yes. But I never really let that mess up my other relationships, like my future ones. Like, I don't know. That wasn't, like, out of everything that could go wrong in a relationship, cheating wasn't my number one problem. It really never was. It was just the fact that if I told this person my problems, and they said, no, I'm not dealing with this, you have way too many problems, go get them situated, and then call me, I'm always scared that that's going to happen. And a lot of girls are like that too. So it's kind of your guys' job, like guys, to make her feel like you have to reassure her. You ain't gonna leave her. When she tells you, she opens up to you. And that's how you really know that a girl is giving her your heart, or she's giving her heart to you. Sorry, I said that wrong. And girls, when a guy opens up to you and he starts crying, or he's on the verge of crying, he's just spilling his guts out to you on the pavement, that's when you know he's given his heart to you. There's many ways to know if a guy is, but I usually think that that's one of the many ways to know. Yeah. I'm probably gonna get a lot of comments, a lot of thumbs downs, saying this was the dumbest video ever. Why are you talking that long? But I think that this really helped me, like just talking to myself, posting a video on YouTube, getting my feelings out to this. Knowing that maybe somewhere I could be changing at least one person's life. Like, she or he's thinking, wow, I'm gonna take at least one of these things to heart. Like, the next time, I'm not gonna let my past relationship ruin my future one, or my present one. Or, I'm gonna go and call my girlfriend or boyfriend right now and say, I'm sorry for not trusting you. And if you really love one another, or you say that you love her, or you say that you love him, there should be no cheating. Shame on you if you do. You just gave that person false hope, thinking that he could actually have a great person like you. It's not worth putting someone through that. It's not worth it. It's just guilt on your conscience. I don't want that guilt on my conscience, so I'm never gonna cheat. Many of my boyfriends in the future may think I am, or may think I could, or even Dominic thinks I am. I'm not. It's just not worth it. It's like, why would I do it to you when I know how it feels? It doesn't make any sense. I mean, I may be the only one that thinks so. But maybe someone else out there thinks that I'm right. And I hope someone actually does look at this video and think, wow, my eyes opened. And I hope some of you don't think that I'm quite the loser that I am. Some of my videos are dumb. Oh yeah. But there is going to be some videos where I am going to just pour my heart out on the subjects that I think matter. And this was one of them. And this is also why I want to become a therapist. Like, I can seriously talk to people about these things. And I plan on making a career of it. It's what I love to do. And just knowing that I can change someone's life makes it all better. So, I hope that you guys liked this video. If you did, thumbs up. If you want another, I can't think of the word. Oh, what is the word? If you want another advice video, that's the word I was thinking of. Like or comment what you think I should talk about. I'm good. I can't say I've experienced it all. Can't say I've experienced most of it, but I can say I experienced some. So, yeah, I bid you all a good night.